You know that moment when you stop chasing, and suddenly everything changes? That woman who barely responded to your messages now keeps showing up out of nowhere. It's as if she senses, even from a distance, that something inside you has flipped a switch. It's strange, right? But there's a powerful psychological reason behind it. When you genuinely lose interest, not pretending but truly feeling it, she notices too. And that's when things start to happen. What if I told you there are almost invisible yet extremely revealing signs that she's realizing you're not the same anymore, and that behind every provocative action, every attempt at reconnecting, there's a silent fear of losing you for good? This video isn't about playing games. It's about understanding a woman's emotional reaction when she notices you're finally pulling away emotionally. Not out of revenge, not out of pride, but simply because you're tired. So pay attention to each point I'm going to show you now, because some of these reactions are subtle, almost imperceptible. But if you've felt that something has changed in her behavior, maybe that's exactly it. She's realized she no longer has the same power over you. Before we continue, I need to tell you something. This video only reached you because someone liked it and subscribed to our channel. Now it's your turn to do the same. Leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so this chain of knowledge keeps growing and reaching more people. Also, comment down below which city you're watching from, because I want to know how far this video is traveling. Now, no more delays, let's get to the good stuff. First reaction, she posts provocative stories just to get your attention. She knows exactly what she's doing. The mirror selfie with an ambiguous caption, the giggle recorded next to a mysterious guy, or that snippet of a song that seems to have been written just to poke at you. None of this is by chance. When she notices you've cooled off, she doesn't go after you directly. She tries to poke your ego, to stir your curiosity. And if you feel that discomfort when you see it, it's because she hit the nail on the head. These stories aren't just exposure, they're emotional traps to see if you still care. It's as if she's throwing bait into your feed, waiting to see which one you bite first. And the irony is, the more you ignore it, the more provocative she becomes. It's her way of dealing with the loss of control, trying to regain the attention that was once guaranteed. But now she needs to put in effort, and that changes everything. Because the woman who once seemed untouchable is now trying to catch your attention in the most modern and desperate way possible, through digital back channels. If you're tired of watching her play games, ignore you, and do whatever she wants with your feelings, it's time to show who's in charge of the game. It's time to make her chase you and recognize your true value. In the first pinned comment, I've left a step-by-step guide on how to make her pursue you. Plus, you'll level up and become the best version of yourself. Click now. Second reaction. She shows up out of nowhere in places she knows you frequent. You walk into a common place, not expecting anything, and there she is, alone, smiling as if she didn't plan it but clearly got ready to be noticed. She might even pretend to be surprised, as if the encounter were a coincidence. But you know, she's not there by accident. After realizing you've lost interest, she starts moving quietly, trying to occupy spaces where she used to be a guaranteed presence. It's almost a silent plea. See me again. Her presence becomes a physical reminder of everything you experienced together, and of everything she feels is slipping through her fingers. And even if she says nothing, her body speaks volumes. The posture, the gaze, the way she seems more alive when she realizes you've noticed her. She's not there to win you back. She's there to test if she still has any power over you. Third reaction, she starts responding faster than before. You send a message, and suddenly the reply comes in seconds. And it's not just speed, it's enthusiasm. Emojis, forced laughter, exaggerated interest, as if she wants to make up for the time she was distant, inaccessible, almost cold. This behavior is typical of someone who realizes they've lost ground and is now trying to regain it quickly before you give up for good. Replying quickly isn't just about availability, it's about emotional urgency. She doesn't want to give you time to think about someone else. She doesn't want to risk you getting used to her silence. It's as if by speeding up her responses, she's trying to slow down your emotional distance. But deep down, her rush reveals an uncomfortable truth. She feels she's losing you, and that hurts more than she'd like to admit. Fourth reaction. She asks if you're seeing someone. She tries to sound casual, but the question is loaded with disguised anxiety. You've been going out a lot, right? Or that person who commented on your photo. Is it who I'm thinking of? Phrases that try to sound nonchalant but are pure emotional thermometers. When she brings this up, it's not curiosity, it's fear. Fear of being replaced in the heart of someone who was once predictable. These questions aren't about you. They're about what she has lost. It's her ego trying to understand what caused this change. After all, if you're more distant, there must be someone else involved, right? And this suspicion fuels an internal war. She wants answers, but doesn't want to seem affected, so she throws out hints, pretends to be neutral. But inside, the fire of doubt has already begun to burn. Fifth reaction. She accidentally calls, and then says it was a mistake. You look at your phone and see her missed call. 3 seconds later, the message arrives. It was an accident, LOL. But you feel like it wasn't. No one accidentally hits the call button multiple times. That wrong call is just a cheap excuse to get your attention without emotionally committing. It's her way of showing up in your day, breaking the silence without appearing vulnerable. She wants to test your reaction. If you respond coldly, she pretends it really was a mistake. If you start a conversation, she gains the opportunity to reconnect. This kind of behavior reveals much more than it seems. It's an attempt to rekindle connection, but camouflaged as carelessness. And deep down, it's the clearest proof that you still occupy space in her thoughts, even if she pretends otherwise. Sixth reaction. She talks about rival suitors to see your reaction. Out of nowhere, she starts mentioning guys who messaged her, invitations she received, or how it's hard to choose. At first glance, it seems like just silly conversation, but in reality, it's a psychological game. She wants to gauge your emotional temperature, to see if you react, if you show discomfort, if you still care. Because for her, jealousy is a disguised form of affection, proof that you're still in the game. It's like she's saying, look what you're missing out on. And even if she says it jokingly, her gaze watches you closely. She wants your discomfort, your doubt, your attempt to compete. It's a test of ego, but also of presence. If you don't react, she feels she's lost. If you bite the bait, she smiles inside. She still has power over you after all. Seventh reaction. She sends inside jokes that only you two understand. Among hundreds of possibilities in the digital world, she picks that one meme, that joke, that video that only you two would get. This isn't a coincidence, it's nostalgia camouflaged as look at this, I thought of you LOL. She knows she's prodding memories, reigniting moments that were just yours, and she does this because she realized that perhaps this bond is fading. She's not just being funny, she's being strategic, because she knows that by reminding you of what you had that was unique, she can make you doubt your decision to distance yourself. It's a subtle attempt to make you miss the connection, the intimacy, the secret codes. And when you laugh at the meme, even if just for a second, she feels she's managed to get back into your emotions again. Eighth reaction. She sets aside her pride and apologizes for past things. You know that woman who used to admit no wrong? Now she's coming with messages like, I thought a lot about what happened, or I think I overreacted that time. This is rare. When she puts her pride aside, it's because something bigger is at stake. She feels she's losing you, and in the desperation of not wanting that to happen, she resorts to what she avoided, taking the blame. But don't be fooled. This apology isn't just about the past, it's about the present. It's her way of trying to clear the path for a possible reconnection. By admitting mistakes, she hopes you'll also lower your guard, that you'll feel it might be worth trying again. And deep down, this gesture of humility has less to do with regret and more with fear. Fear that you'll move on without looking back. Ninth reaction. She suddenly shows vulnerability, says she's going through a lot. Suddenly, she sends a heavier message. Nothing funny, nothing provocative, just, "I've been going through a lot. It's tough," or, "I don't even know where to start." It's as if she wants to break the barrier between you by appealing to emotions. This isn't cheap drama, it's a deep emotional strategy to awaken your empathy, to pull you back through compassion. She realized that the interest has cooled, so she tries to touch on a point where you can still feel something. Concern, affection, guilt. She wants you to feel that maybe she needs you. That, even without saying it directly, she's asking for your support. Because when she loses control of the situation, she resorts to pain. And in this gesture of vulnerability, she sheds her pride to try to win you back without asking explicitly. 10th reaction. She tries to provoke jealousy by going out with a friend. Out of nowhere, stories start to appear with a friend. Nothing too explicit, but with clear intentions. Laughter, toasts, ambiguous captions. Everything carefully posted to provoke a specific reaction, your discomfort. She's not in love with anyone there. She's just trying to provoke the feeling you once showed. Only now, she misses that. This type of provocation isn't about the friend, it's about you. She wants to know if she can still affect you, if you still see value in her, if the simple fact that she's out with someone else shakes you, because if it does, she wins, and if you ignore it, she feels the blow. It's a dangerous game, because sometimes in trying to provoke you, she ends up pushing you further away, but in her desperation to win you back, she risks everything, even her self-respect. 11th reaction. She comments that everyone has noticed you being more distant. Even my friends have said that you seem different, or funny how everyone noticed that you disappeared. These phrases, although said lightly, carry a clear intention to make you reconsider your change. By using the opinion of third parties, she tries to validate her discomfort, as if to say, "It's not just me who felt this, the world noticed." This is a subtle but powerful appeal. She wants you to reflect, create doubt, make you think, did I come off as too cold? Or is she hurt and I didn't even realize? It's an attempt to reverse the indifference with a sort of emotional embarrassment. She knows that maybe you won't be affected by her, but maybe you care about the image you are projecting. And at this point, she plays with your conscience. 12th reaction. She alternates between coldness and affection, the famous emotional push and pull. One moment she treats you with affection, the next she ignores you. She sends hearts, then disappears for days. She smiles in a comment, then views it and doesn't respond. This behavior confuses, but it's not by chance. It's a desperate attempt to regain emotional control. She wants to leave you in doubt, just like you left her. She wants to tip the scales, provoke in you the same imbalance she is feeling. This back and forth is the language of wounded pride. She still feels something, but she doesn't want to show it. So she mixes signals. She gives you the sweet and then takes it away. And sometimes this works because it stirs, provokes, creates tension, but it can also tire you out. It may make you realize that no matter how she reacts to your distance, it might already be too late. Because what started as a game now reveals a truth. The magic is broken. If this video made a difference for you, go ahead and like it and subscribe to the channel. Every video we create here is made with a lot of care, always with the goal of helping you develop and achieve your best version. We want to share practical and direct tips that truly impact your life positively. So don't waste time and comment below with the word gratitude and the phrase, "in search of my best version." By doing this, the algorithm will take this video to even more men who are seeking growth. Your engagement in the comments is essential for our content to reach those who need these tips the most. Moreover, your support with likes and subscribing to the channel strengthens our work and motivates us to continue creating valuable content for your journey. The more you interact, the more men will also have access to this type of information, which only helps our mission to transform lives. So thank you for being with us on this journey. Stay tuned for the next videos because we are always bringing new things to help you evolve. Big hug and see you in the next video.